So Michael Morales. I woke up to the news of Michael Morales throwing a fit. He was throwing a fit. In recent memory, he was throwing it back. He's been throwing it back quite a bit lately. He tends to throw it back toward the end of the year. It's an Ecuadorian type thing, I've been told. But today, this morning, he was throwing a fit. And it has something to do with his record. And I know that was a thing with Morales. And it was one of the things that, like, man, he's had like 3 pretty and, impressive enough knockouts on top of having an undefeated record, on top of like appealing to certain demographics that, maybe the UFC is interested in. Definitely paramount. But then there was apparently a blemish on his record, and I saw the photo. It was like a big fat wait, why did it say 20? I think it had been changed from like 19-0 to like 20-1. Yeah, I'm seeing a post that was by ESPN. I think they had like allegedly found like a couple of additional fights. They took him from 19-0 to 20-1. But I'm reading another article right now that says by Tuesday morning, Morales was 19-1. So apparently this was yesterday. I didn't even hear about this yesterday. But I mean, of course this is going to happen. And of course it's going to happen while I'm recording the video. It's just kind of the mess that takes place when you got multiple sources reporting on things. And then you got sources reporting on other sources. So we're playing a game of telephone here. But what it was that, at first my guess was that Morales took an L. Morales took like a cultural L. And they saw his activity on New Year's and they were just like, hey, we're going to hand you an L on this record. And it is what it is. And, this is an objective, Al. I hope you understand and you're not interested in debating this. This is across the board. MMA fans have spoken. MMA fighters in your division have spoken. You're making fools uncomfortable. But here's the thing, just in case there's anybody wondering why I'm talking this way. And there's different ways I could go with this. Here's the reason why. And for a lot of people, it's not the reason. I'm not going to make a blanket statement and speak for people. For a lot of people, it's like, yeah, fool, it is 1990 up here. It is 1990 where I live right here. So yeah, I don't like it, fool. I'm sorry. It's 2025 and I wasn't a big fan of Modern Family. I apologize. But up here, nah, I don't like it, homie. What you gonna do? You gonna cancel me? You gonna talk about me on Twitter? I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry that you feel now differently because you were born in a different time and place and maybe you had different life experiences. But that's how I feel. I feel how I feel. You feel how you feel. How come you get to be right? That's not what I'm saying is, there's fools that are always gonna hold to that, and that is what it is. I am the way I am. You're trying to change me. What if I want to change you? Like, well, just leave me alone. You want me to leave you alone? You leave me alone. This is how I feel, right? But then there's other people that are like, hey, okay. There's other people that the part that makes it strange to them, because look, here's the thing. There are people that will be like, oh, I'm down with the LG elemental. I'm down with it. I'm like, my dad's like that, my brother's like that, my homies I prefer my homies to be like that. They look fantastic when we go bowling. They just all coordinated and whatnot. Like what I'm saying is they'll express the sentiment like, I'm down. I'm not homophobic or whatever. However, they'll still crack jokes on Morales and laugh about the video and the dress and the dancing and poke fun. And why do they do that? Because Morales' activity invites that in. Morales is moving. He does the same thing that like Peyton Talbot will do. And they'll play on that line, like when Talbot was talking with Matan the other day. They'll do all this activity and act certain ways, but then they'll do that closet type of activity, which then reverts. It like by default reverts the situation back to like if we were in the 1990s. And it's like, wait a minute. If you are gonna do that, and if you're gonna move like that, why aren't you proud of it? Why aren't you embracing it? You're making everybody treat it like it's hush mode. You're making everybody treat it like you're in the closet, like we can't talk about it, like it's a secret. And that's what starts making people act like it's funny. That's what starts making people act like it's a joke and like they gotta. Because if you were just all out there and like accepting it and like yeah, this is what it is, then everyone would be like, oh, okay, yeah. That is what it is. It's kind of like Eminem saying, "Yeah, I am a bum. I am from the other side of the tracks. I am poor." If Morales did that, he's like, "I am gay. I do like to do stuff like whatever however you're gonna word that. I don't know. I don't know enough of the gay vernacular." Then people would be like, "Well, what do we got left to say?" I guess he said it all. All right. But because he's playing this game where he's going to be acting like that and putting that kind of stuff out there and confusing people, and then he's like, "Nah, homie, I don't think so. I like ladies so much. Can't you tell? Can't you tell how much I like the women? Can't you tell? There's nothing gay about me, boy. There's not a gay bone in my body. Not since last night. Ooh." You know what I'm saying? If he's acting like that, then it's like, bro, you've turned it into a game. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I feel like I've been very clear. Again, I know there's going to be a couple different types of people. I think the two main ones are the ones that are like, bro, I don't care what you embrace or don't embrace. Keep that. There's like Bryce Mitchell status. Keep that away from me, homie. And then there's the other ones that would otherwise be like, oh, yeah, my best friend is gay. Matter of fact, I befriended them because they're gay. But then they'll still make fun of Morales. Why? Because of the way that he's moving and operating. That's why. That's why. Have you heard that song, Smooth Operator? This fool's being way too smooth with it. Way too smooth. And it just makes people, it makes people feel like game on. And I feel like he's inviting that type of atmosphere to the situation. And that's just how people are wired. Same as when we were kids. When something's a secret, when something's put on hush mode, when something's down low, that's when everybody wants to talk about it. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or not for some publicity, but Morales is doing that. He's putting some type of, it's like a homoerotic reverse psychology. It's like whether he's doing it on purpose or not, he's making people talk about his behavior. I guess you win. I'm talking about it. You win, Morales. Turn it to 21-0. You win, Morales. I'm talking about it. Or 20-0. I don't know.